Welcome everyone to the 72-hour money challenge. We call this the freshman wealth orientation. Getting wealthy is like getting a degree. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. This is the freshman level information for getting wealthy. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And we start with the 72-hour money challenge. My name is Jerome Bell, software engineer out of Chicago. I am joined by my two esteemed guests, three-star executive director Marvin McGee and two-star regional director Trevor Thompson. We call him Coach T. If you all will both introduce yourselves, that would be wonderful.
Well, right quick. My name is Marvin McGee, as Jerome said. I'm out of Elgin, South Carolina. I am a retired federal employee, Army veteran, and I'm just glad to be here. And I commend Jerome for spearheading this money challenge. And I got to give it to my mentor, Coach T, for introducing me to this program and to this phenomenal company, NWR. And with that said, I give it back to you, Jerome.
Thank you. And Coach T, would you introduce yourself as well? If you're able.
Oh, of course, yes. I'm just on the road, so safety first, all right? I'm Coach T. My first name is Trevor Thompson. Trevor Lee Thompson, as my mother named me. But it's just honored to be on this platform, this new platform that is spearheaded by Jerome Bell and Mr. Marvin McGee to really have an orientation platform for brand new people. We saw this was something that a lot of people needed because a lot of times, sometimes people started a program, but just like when you go to college, when you go to high school, when you're in your freshman year, we all have orientation, and we saw this as a need for brand new people coming on board to be able to navigate the membership, especially within the first 72 hours and beyond, because there's a lot of information in this membership, and the more people know, the more they can do. So we just saw this as something that was very important to really share the value of what this program really can do outside of just the comp plan. All right. So with that, I'm from Conyers, Georgia. My wife and I, Shirley, and we're pleasure being on the platform to answer any questions and help brand new people and people that's been around the system a little while.
Awesome.
Back to you, bro.
Thank you, Coach T. And in this freshman orientation, this 72-hour money challenge, what is it all about? Well, first, I want to give you a refresher video to go over the 72-hour money challenge.
Welcome to MWR's 72-hour money challenge, the fastest and easiest way to put more of your hard-earned money back in your pockets instead of giving it away to the government, banks, and big business. Think about it. Regardless of how much money we make, we all have one thing in common: expenses. For most Americans, almost 95% of our income goes to pay taxes, monthly debt payments, and our normal day-to-day bills. But not anymore. Thanks to MWR, you can now have a team of experts just like the wealthy that will turn your expenses back into income for you. Here's how it works. Our 72-hour money challenge provides you with exclusive access to a team of financial experts who will reduce your taxes, lower your monthly bills, eliminate your debts, and enhance your credit scores, all at the same time. Our experts do all the work, and we guarantee your success. You heard me right. If we can't put more money back in your pockets every month than what our membership costs, we will give you a full refund. In other words, you can't lose with MWR. This simple, proven, no-risk-to-use system has already helped tens of thousands of our members put hundreds and even thousands of dollars back in their pockets within 72 hours or less, and you could be next. With that said, time is money, and every minute you waste could be costing you money you will never get back. All you need to do is accept this challenge today, let our experts go to work for you, and enjoy having more money to do the things you love. It's that easy. Welcome to MWR's 72-hour money challenge, the fastest and easiest way to put more of your hard-earned money back in your pockets instead of...
All right, so good I had to play it again. So take the challenge. That's the first step is take the challenge. The experts do the work, but you get the results. It's like somebody else going to the gym, but you get the abs. All right. And I like that. And the first step, the first things first is this is a membership. It costs $149.97 per month. A spouse is included or another adult in the household. There's no contracts, no setup fees, none of that nonsense. And that's what you do to get access to it. And this is going to be a monthly return on investment, not a monthly expense. Monthly expense means money's going out, but you never get it back. This is a monthly return on investment. That means you're going to get more money each month than what you put out. It's a monthly return on investment. And the first step is what you need to do is provide these experts with some basic information. You upload it through a web portal. We're going to do a demo in a moment here. You upload that information to the web portal, and that's how the experts get access, get the information they need to start working on your behalf. And what do these experts do? They turn your expenses back into income for you. So with Eliminate My Debt, you'll save, the experts will show you how to save tens of thousands of dollars of debt interest, saving you years off of being in debt. Think about your mortgages, your student loans, your credit cards, your car notes, all that. Reduce my taxes. This membership gives you access to CPAs and IRS enrolled agents. They will show you how to stop overpaying on taxes. When you get a tax refund, think about it. When do you get a refund? When you pay too much. So we don't want to get a refund. We want to get that money now. And you have licensed professionals who will help you to do that right now and lowering your taxes, instant cash back, instant pay raise. Lower my bills. You'll get access to professional bill negotiators who will negotiate your existing bills down to a lower rate. And that will be more cash back into your pocket. Restore my credit. We all know how important credit is, but it's complicated. You get access to a nonprofit organization that's been around for 30 years, helped shape the law on credit restoration. And we're going to see the specific numbers, but they are able to raise your credit score, which gives you access to lower interest rates, which will save you tens of thousands all by itself. So these combined will take your existing income and shift it back to you. Turn your existing expenses back to you, cash back right now in 72 hours. And on average, the average member gets $2,173 per month cash back. And so for me, that's a no-brainer. This is why it's a monthly return on investment and not a monthly expense. I will gladly trade every 30 days. I will gladly trade $149.97 for $2,173 a month. To me, that just makes sense. So that being said, with the system, there's more to it actually. There's after the 72 hours, it's the next level strategies. We'll get to that in a moment, but just a little more detail about the results. This is happening. People getting helped nationwide. So we look at the total results, $2.3 billion in interest elimination. These are real results. $8.2 million a month in monthly bill reduction, $12.1 million per month in tax savings. This is all across the nation, folks. 126-point increase on average, resulting in millions in savings with that higher credit score. All across the nation, tens of thousands, moving to the hundreds of thousands. And it makes sense that they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. When you stand by your work, you guarantee it, and that's what MWR does. If the experts cannot make sure this is a monthly return on investment as opposed to a monthly expense, if they can't make sure you're getting more money back than the cost of the membership in the first 30 days, you get a full refund, no questions asked. Nowhere in the finance industry will you see people give you a 30-day money back guarantee because they don't stand by their work, because they know it doesn't work. They need a complete system, and that's what you have through MWR. That's why they can guarantee it. So really, you're betting on the house, right? And so zero risk to you, trust but verify. The way to appease and satisfy skepticism is to take the 72-hour money challenge. Because the facts don't lie. When you see the results yourself, you know what the truth is. But let's get into real world experiences. Marvin, tell me, what has your experience been with the 72-hour money challenge?
Let me tell you, first, you're doing a bang up job, bro. Bang up job. I appreciate you, man. Every time I get on here, you got some nuggets that I just say, wow, wow, wow. Like you said, giving up $149.97 for $2,000+ it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, guys. So what has the expert done for me? They put $1,003.71 back into my pocket every month, raised my credit score 50 points from a 774 to an 824, which allowed me to move over into the next level strategies where I was able to get into the DCA, which means I have my own bank now. And I'm on a fast track to pay off all debt, totally debt free, including my home, in 13 years or less, saving over $24,000 in interest. So again, I thank Mr. Thompson, Coach T, for introducing me to this program and to this company. And I thank NWR and their experts for just being there for me as they can be there for you. Back to you, Drew.
Awesome, awesome testimony. Thank you so much, Marvin. And there's so many testimonials, and we haven't even got. Marvin touched on it with some of the next level strategies. You know, we have high yield accounts, insurance, trust, land banking, precious metals, revenue share, anything to save, grow, and protect your money. That's sophomore, junior, senior level, and we have training for that as well at a later time. But first, you take freshman orientation. That's a 72-hour money challenge. And now that's it. And I want to jump in here and give you all a brief demo of what this guy looks like. So when you get your, so I'm going to start from scratch here, so you all can see what this is like. Build password manager. It's on the top right. I just click on login. This is the main web portal, mwrfinancial.com. Password manager here. Okay. Just sign in. Click on my membership here towards the left. Right? I'm actually going to click on the 72-hour money challenge. I've been through this before, but this is where it defaults into. And I'm going to go here. I see from left to right, eliminate my debt. That's the first thing we do. This is like your GPS through this entire program to see how much cash back you're getting on a monthly basis as the experts continually work on your behalf. I'm going to click on Get Started here. And I'm going to add a creditor. And this is real world information here. This is a first-time mortgage. So I'm going to select first-time mortgage, Bank of America. Creditor. Balance. Here's the balance. $226,616.38. Interest rate. This mortgage was secured during COVID. It was a good interest rate. The minimum payment, $1040.92. Boom, right there. Literal red text, red flag. And that seems a bit low. Here's the thing, we don't lie. We put in real information so that the experts can give us real results. So we're going to, actually I have typed 1040. Red text didn't go away. The actual payment was the same as the current. The escrow was $128.43. So this is example putting information. I click submit. All right. Now ask me, do I want to accelerate this? That's the word Marvin used. We're not going to do it right now for this demo. We absolutely would book that consultation to accelerate paying off that debt. Now, here is where the magic happens. So I'm going to use a real world example of one of my clients in Minnesota. He got $600 a month through tax savings. Okay. So is he going to buy video games, buy clothes, go out shopping, et cetera, right? Why not? Or he could be responsible and put that extra $600 a month towards his mortgage. Is it worth it? Let's find out. The margin means additional money that's going to be paid towards your mortgage, towards your debts. So I'm going to click on save. All right, so it saved successfully. And now I want to go to my debt analysis, and we're going to see, was it really worth it to put that 600 towards, as opposed to buying toys and such? Oh, wow. Debt-free date, January 2038. The amount of interest saved is $34,754.37. 10 years and 7 months shaved off of being in debt. So this program out the gate, off the bat, tells you when you're responsible with your money, this is how you're rewarded. This is what motivates you to take the money, the money that's being shifted back to you by the experts, the cash back that the experts are giving you, and to use it responsibly, and you're rewarded by saving $34,000, over $34,000, over 10 years of being in debt. Yes, it's worth it. And the numbers tell you instantly the proof of it. Every single time the experts they give you cash back, be it through raising your credit, be it through getting your bills lowered, and all that through the DCA, which is a high yield account that you can double dip with. That's for another time. But with a combination of all these put together, you keep updating this and applying it to your debt, and you're going to see how much you're going to save and how much time you're going to save. And that's what motivates people to be responsible. And that same, in this example, is just tip of the iceberg. That same $600 a month that was going towards this mortgage, when it's paid off, that becomes your monthly investing money. Going back to the next level strategies to say that that budget for paying off your debts turns into your budget for investing and growing wealth. And that's how this program makes wealth real. From where you are to wealth, regardless of where you're starting. So that's what it is. I want to open it up for questions. That's a demo. I'll show you anything you like, in the program through this web portal that I'm showing you, or anything you need clarity on, please come off mute. And let's just talk.
Yes, this is David. I have a question.
Shoot.
Is there any specific place that you need to start, or is it just where you feel you need the most help?
Start from the 72-hour money challenge. And I'm going to go back there, because even if you think, okay, I'm ready for investing, let's verify that. Okay.
Right.
So when I went to the 72-hour money challenge, again, I clicked on here. It's beautifully laid out. You can see it and read it at your leisure, of course, when you log into your own account. But you see from left to right, that truly is the order in which you need to apply it, because it compounds. The benefits compound and snowball when you go from left to right. So I would say, don't guess, verify. If you don't need a piece, let's say reduce my taxes. Let's say you're already airtight on taxes. Well, then just have them confirm it. Okay. And then, when they confirm it, and there's nothing else to do on tax reduction, move over to lower my bills, et cetera, et cetera. So I would say speed through the program if you're pretty sure you don't need certain parts, but just let the experts verify it. That way you don't have to guess. Am I answering your question?
Yes, sir. That makes sense. That's exactly what I wanted to know.
Okay. Okay. Awesome question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Other question. Far away.
I don't really have a question, but I do have a comment regarding the, the the verbiage and the wording that you're using is excellent with regards to using this as your GPS. I believe this is one of the most overlooked part of the membership, to be honest with you, to locate where you're at. It's like when you go to a doctor, you go to a dentist. I just went there the other day just to double check. Do they need to pull this wisdom tooth out? And they did. So I said, hey, pull it out. But they did x-rays and observation to be able for me to make an informed decision. Use this part of the membership as your financial GPS. It not only will show your debt-free date, it's going to show your millionaire date. This software is part of the membership. It's built in. This is about a $5,000 software. If you went out of MWR to try to buy this privately, many financial advisors use the same exact software. It's a professional grade software, and it's already there. The professionals here is that software, and it's going to set your GPS like Waze or like Google Maps, whatever you may use. So kind of relate this to that you're on a journey. But you have to set where you are first, your location, and then your point B, your point C. It just depends. So right now, this is a great way to use this to solidify the value truly of this membership. I spoke to Andamo many times, who's the president, or now he is one of the partners of ownership in MWR. And he said, Coach T, this is the most overlooked, but the most powerful part of our membership, like you said, so we can see where you are, so we can know what you have extra to invest. So I just wanted to, just commend you on that. And how did you actually get to this? Because we have new people on here. So I'll ask as if I'm new, how did you get to this area? And I know how you did, but I'm just asking that as a new person.
Absolutely. I'm going to do it from the top. So I'm going to log out. So MWRfinancial.com, that's the name of the company. That's the official company website, MWRfinancial.com. And the top right, you'll see login. So I'm going to click on login. And you can do this on your cell phone just the same. You input your information. Password manager. Okay. Now, this is a business account, so it defaults to the business account, the business portal. But you see on the left, it says My Business, My Membership. We want the membership. So I'm going to click on My Membership on the left there. Okay. And now, if you open up a brand new account, it's actually going to default to the 72-hour money challenge view. But since this is, I've had this account for a while, I do see it at the top. At the very top says My Membership Home, 72-hour challenge, and the next level strategies. So I'm just going to click on 72-hour challenge in the top there in the middle, 72-hour challenge. Okay. And then we're going to go top down, left, right. You'll watch the video, read the information, take your time, don't rush. There's even a quick start guide that gives you a visual as a reminder. But when you click on eliminate my debt, reduce my taxes, lower my bills, restore my credit, go left to right. You click on member access under eliminate my debt. And then again, there's information and click get started. But that's the workflow. Not going to break anything. Feel free to click around, explore. You're not going to break anything. Don't rush yourself. Go at your own pace, but acquaint yourself with it. It's very well designed and intuitive. So feel free to play around with it. But that's the workflow to get to the first step of the 72-hour money challenge, eliminate my debt. Was that helpful, Coach T,
Awesome.
for a person who's seeing this for the first time?
Yes, that's very helpful, even for a 2-star $1 million ring earner. Thank you. You don't have to be high tech. This is a smart
No.
system. All right, so I love it.
Yes.
Works great for people like me. I'm low tech, high tech.
Yeah. Other questions? Other questions? Fire away. I'm off mute. Fire away.
How do you get to the tax? Kind of go through the 4 portals there, because this is kind of where we can really understand your wealth is hidden in plain view. And that's why they have people, before they didn't have a direction where people came in, it was kind of a la carte, kind of Willy Vanilli, if you're back from the day like me, where now it's more directed, so we can attack the 4 areas where most people are losing their money or losing their buying power, which is your debt, your expenses, taxes, and credit. So can you go to the next portal possibly and show us how to maybe, navigate through these 4 pillars of finance?
Absolutely. So on the top here, I'm going to click on 72-hour challenge once again to start from the top. I'll scroll down. We saw, okay, here we go. There's the 4 pillars. We went to eliminate my debt. Now I'm click on reduce my taxes, second from the left. So there's actually, as you see, 4 sub steps within that. First one is an instant pay raise. Instructing me I can view a video for the testimonials.
Can you elaborate on that instant pay raise? That's quite amazing, especially if somebody comes in as a QMD, how it actually gets you more back, if you're still a W-2 worker, back into, that's your first residual income is your own money. That's why I like this direction where they're showing you how to get the money back that you're losing first, because we know what Warren Buffett says, and he begins all of his council sessions like this, even if you're already a millionaire, because he said you're still broke if you're working for money. It's that all wealthy people, they never lose money. Rule number 1. Rule number 2 is revert to rule number 1. Never lose money. He said there's no rule number 3. He said you'll never be wealthy if you don't stop who's stealing the money from you. So I love this component because 90% of the time, this covers a person's membership if they are still a W-2 worker, just with the instant pay raise.
Yeah, absolutely. And what these experts will do is, in a nutshell, now they know how to do it, I don't, but in a nutshell, the experts are going to take your 2025 refund check and they're going to get it to you now.
Love it.
So refund means, well, in general, when do you get a refund? Well, you overpaid for something. And the answer is you overpaid for taxes. So the experts are going to fix that, where you're no longer overpaying for taxes. So the money that you would get in 2025 during tax season, you're going to get that now instant in your very next paycheck, and hence the instant pay raise. And again, as a concrete example, one of my clients in Minnesota, he got $600 a month in his instant pay raise. And so it's instant. And so even if he was a little iffy about being able to pay the membership, not anymore. If he was working paycheck to paycheck, but when he gets that instant pay raise, not anymore. And that's just that's just getting the momentum. That's just really getting started. But it's a huge, just as Coach T says, it's essential. Is a critical, powerful first step in getting cash back. Absolutely.
How much money did you get back when you did this instant pay raise? Did you ever use it?
I did, and it was a couple $100. It's $200, or just a little bit over that, 203, 206.
So it covered the membership, so the membership was never an expense to you because you were getting back $200 a month just from this one service alone, correct?
Correct. Correct.
Okay. How does a person actually? What's the 4 steps? Like you start there, number 1, 2, 3, and 4. What do they do?
Yes, so this one is the instant pay raise. Step one is the instant pay raise, as we discussed, home-based business deductions. This is where we need to look at uh, the Hurdler app, because they're going to look at um, your existing expenses. Like for right now, right? I'm on a cell phone, I'm using electricity. Um, and so now those are business expenses, because now my personal items are now being used for business purposes. That makes them business expenses. I was going to pay the internet bill and cell phone bill and electric, bill anyhow, but now they are in whole or in part uh, tax deductions. So they need to take that into account, and that's going to make your instant pay raise even larger. So you submit that information here as well. Register and activate our automated expense tracking app. It's called Hurdler. So you go through that, and what that is it is an awesome app. And I'm a software engineer, and it takes a lot to impress me, but I'm truly impressed by this app. You swipe left for a personal, it connects to your bank account, your credit card, your debit card account, checking account, any account in your bank, and it looks at every single transaction. And you can swipe left for a personal account, swipe or for personal expense, swipe right for business expense. It is the easiest way to keep track of your expenses and be IRS compliant, and also be able to find out how many home-based business deductions you're eligible for. So that's the step two, is to track and find all the. Go ahead, Coach T.
Can you show them where the Hurdler app, so what it looks like? Because I know a lot of times I get questions from new people. Where's the Hurdler? Because it's spelled a little strange. But you also want to register on the MWR Hurdler to access, opposed to going to the Play Store or the App Store. You register here first, you actually will get it for free. This is called Hurdler Pro that comes with this membership. You're getting that free, where people outside of MWR actually pay $230 a year for the same Hurdler app. I want you to know the value of what this truly is, and why this is really making this program a no-brainer for no matter what type of business you do, anything you do to generate income. Everybody at least needs this membership. So I just want to make sure we know the value over cost. Adding to, it gets you on average $2,000 a month back into your household. That's impressive. But even if it was 500 or 1,000, it still makes this basically a investment, not a cost.
Absolutely, absolutely. So even if you, for people who do Uber Eats, Uber, DoorDash, it track your mileage automatically, and we know people who've gotten this membership just for the Hurdler app alone.
Can I share something?
Absolutely.
That Hurdler actually used to be TaxBot, owned by Sandy Botkins. Everybody knows who Sandy Botkins is. He's all over YouTube and basically screaming at people, a lot of times calling people financially immature if you don't have a home-based business, an efficient one that's compliant, because he developed the TaxBot. Hurdler actually bought out TaxBot, but Hurdler is the same. We're using the same software as Uber, Uber Eats, Lyft. It's the same company. I remember when they onboarded with us, that actually the Uber and Uber Eats and these, people who are 1099 out there use the same software, but we get it for free on. That's worth the membership by itself. Okay. Yes. Can you show us where the Hurdler app is under tax strategies, and so they can know where to go to look for it?
Yes. So if I'm not mistaken, it's this tile in the upper right, the lady, automated expense tracking, and then try it. I'm going to click on it.
Yeah.
I've installed it some time ago, but okay, so I'm correct. So this is where and then you click on create user, and you go through the standard process of setting up an account, username, password, email address, and that's it's as simple as that.
Beautiful job. But be sure to access it through your MWR account. Don't go to the Play Store first, because they'll give you a 7-day trial. and then they are going to try to bill you $20 a month. Here, you register on MWR first, and then you go to the Play Store and download it after this, so it'll recognize you as a user, and actually a free user, because MWR already paid for you in advance. A lot of people don't know this costs Brian House money on an app that costs, you know, $230 a year. So I just want to add that in there. So these are some things that you won't get on a regular presentation that I just want to bring to the forefront, that Brian House is actually, and Endamo have actually invested in you before you even got here. Just, you know, just keep that in mind. So I want people to truly understand that this is a system, reason why they can, because like you said, they have documentation, they have proof. That's why we can put these guarantees. And we know if a person wants their money back, it's because they didn't use the system. We know this already. They weren't really serious about their finances. And so this is, I call it time saver. So that's why I love the money back guarantee. It's for the skeptics. It's for the people that say, I've seen there, that looks like something I've done before, that looks like this. That eliminates all that and let these experts do the work, because they have receipts to show proof. That's why they can put this documentation on legal documents and legal in the business arena, because they're monitored by the Federal Trade Commission. And if these testimonies are the untruth, MWR will be shut down and have already been shut down. So I take this membership, to me, this is more powerful than the comp plan. And I want people to know this, because I've seen a lot of people sometimes get discouraged because they didn't get people. This is why we don't talk about the comp plan on this presentation. I love this. I encourage all new people, when you get new people started with this, the money's great. We know that's what most people want to run after because they think that's truly the problem. It isn't. This is the biggest challenge, is that no matter how much you make, if you don't stop the culprits from stealing your money, because that's literally what they're doing, it doesn't matter how much money you make. That's why Warren Buffett says what he says: never lose money. Rule number 2, revert to rule number 1. This is the difference between wealth and rich. This is how you get your money working for you, through systems like this that all wealthy people use, not just MWR. We just have packaged it so that it's affordable for everyone who is serious about taking their money back, taking their buying power back. Okay, back to you, my brother. Great job, though.
Oh man, I'm gonna let you cook.
Yeah, man, awesome.
Man, you getting me fired up, man. You getting me fired up over here. I'm like, what? Go ahead.
The next module in here is a 3-year tax review, to correct anything that was perhaps in error in the past 3 years, to make sure you're getting all the money back that you should have gotten in refunds in the past 3 years. So then I'll just click on it, get started. And
can I say something to that, Jerome?
Please, yes.
When I first got in the program, the reason why I signed up in MWR, because it was for the money back guarantee. I'm letting everybody know. At the time when I signed up, they weren't allowing members to get their money back in 30 days. They only allowed QMDs to get their money back. So that was the only reason why I signed up. I'm being transparent as I can right now. Because when I came into the system, I had a tax challenge to the tune of about $420,000 in capital gains issue. This right here was what kept me in the system between the debt eliminator and the tax professionals. Changed my life. Now I'm talking to some people that make like $1 million now. All right? This is real game I'm giving you. They will do negotiate, they will do offering compromise for you, tax abatement. They get the IRS off your back, which they did. And then they lowered my tax liability way down to under $20,000 owing back instead of $420,000. This is what locked me in to the system. Was that worth $149 a month? Whether I brought a person on or not, I was good. So right. I just want people to know how powerful this is. Whatever tax issue you may be having, send it to Tax Hotline. They've been around for 30 years. That's who does the work, not MWR, by the way. Send it to them. Let them do your offer compromise, get the IRS off your back if you're having a challenge. If you haven't done taxes in 10, 15, 20 years, it doesn't matter. But also, they retrieved back over $1,700 in tax errors that my tax professional did when they went back 3 years on us. Was that worth the program, whether I ever brought in a partner or not? And I'm gonna say hands down, yes. So I just wanted to throw that out there because they got me back money that I didn't even know I lost the money. Because I thought my tax professional did a great job. But it was so powerful that I shared the same thing with my tax professional, and guess what they did? His name is Mr. Green. Marvin knows him. Mr. Green signs up in MWR, and he just put 3 people in last week because he puts all of his high-level income people on this membership that you're looking at, that Jerome is going through so eloquent tonight. Back to you, Jerome.
Yes. So do that. Do the 3-year tax review. In regards to what your situation is. And lastly, tax debt relief. So if there is an issue that the experts find, they'll address it, and they do work for you. You can book consultation. Okay. So when that you know how that stress you feel in your chest, right? When the IRS says something's wrong. That's the power of having people who work on your behalf professionally, because they're going to go to bat for you, and it's not you alone. And they're not going to charge you by the hour up the wazoo. You get significant, very significant discounts on any services that will be needed to make you whole. With the
Jerome,
IRS.
can I add to that with the taxes? This was amazing.
Yes.
We want to encourage you to help be a part of your own rescue. From what I understand, wealthy people love helping people who help themselves. I think Jesus was that way too. He said, you got to help yourself first before he works for us. And not being religious, just being real. You're encouraged to help people that help themselves. I'm that same exact way. It inspires me when I see somebody wants to help themselves, because we once know that was probably us at one time, but somebody reached back. It's like paying it forward. But I would like to say to this service, if you use the Hurdle app consistently, they will actually even do your taxes for free. What? For free. So you don't have to go to H&R Block to have a seasonal tax preparer, not a professional. There's a difference between the two. College kid or someone who dislikes doing taxes do your taxes for you. You can have a EA or CPA. That's who that's who does the work. And they will actually do your returns for free, as long as we're disciplined enough just to use that Hurdler app. Swipe left, swipe right. Everything I swipe to the right. I'm driving now. I swipe to the right at 65.5 cents a mile. I don't drive for free because I don't lose money. Thank you, MWR. Back to you, bro.
And that's the entirety of the reduce my taxes portion. I'm going to go back to the 72-hour challenge. We did the first 2 modules. Third one is going to be lower my bills. I click on member access, lower my bills. And you notice the same, format that makes it very easy to take advantage of. I'm going to click on get started. It's going to take you to another website where they're going to start looking at, they will negotiate both your personal bills. They will also negotiate your business bills. If you have businesses outside of MWR, they're going to negotiate those business expenses as well. And just very simple, same process, put in your email address, are you a home or business, your location, and then it just takes you through and lists it out.
And at that time, that's when you need to know if you're working with AT&T with cell phone or internet, you need to know that you provide your account number and your access code to them so that they can go into that account and work on your behalf. So that's why it's very important to have all of that ready while you're inputting it in. And if you in an event miss it, they'll email you and say that whatever you missed, they will tell you what they need because they're there to help. So that's why it's
So,
good. Yes.
have you had any results with this lower my bill? Does it really work?
Oh yeah, my internet. I saved $280 the first year, and the second year was they did it for 2 years for $480. So yes, my alarm system, 200 and some dollars. My cell phone was lowered a one time of $10 because it was already at a good rate. So yeah, you as long as you put in anything, any bill that you have, monthly bill or current bill that you have, you put it in. And if they can't help you, they'll let you know. So it's not like you're losing, it's just that you're being informed on what they can help you with and what they can't help you with. Like with the satellite radio, I don't have that, but I know someone that did, and their satellite, their bill now is like $4. So, you know, you just have to put the information in and let the experts give you the results back. And it's all of this is up under one umbrella. It's just you taking the time to input the information and let them do the work for you, opposed to you calling each one, wasting your time and haggling with them and raising your blood pressure. That's what they're here for, to help you have a better quality of life. That's all. That's all this is designed. And I thank Brian House and the crew for doing it.
Can I add one thing to that? So they were able to, and I live pretty minimal, single guy, and but they were able to give me $120 off on my internet. Very pleased with that. And what was really interesting is that the first year they couldn't lower my electric bill, but the next year, the city that I live in is actually Evanston, Illinois. The city of Evanston negotiated a lower electric rate, right? So I got something in the mail saying, I'm like, okay, cool. That happened, right? I kid you not, a week later, the experts in MWR were able to lower it more than what the city of Evanston did. And I actually kind of forgot about it because I just got an email. It just so happened a week later after the city. The reason why the city of Evanston was able to get a lower rate was because they have bargaining power, the group rate, the entire city. But our experts have access to the entire MWR membership, which is nationwide. So our experts not only are licensed attorneys, but they have the power and the weight of a nationwide movement, which is more buying power than an entire city. And that's why they were able to get a lower rate, basically $9 off more than what the city of Evanston could get every single month. So that really impressed me is the power of community membership and the power of community and network and being a part of a nationwide network, which allows you to get larger savings. Just want to say that little tidbit there.
And Jerome, you didn't call the experts, they called you, correct?
Correct.
They informed you, which
Correct.
means they work behind the scenes, still looking out for you, even when you forget about it.
Correct.
They're there for us. Not you get a promotion, and if you forget to call them, your bill gonna go up. But with here, they know that once that contract runs out or is getting close, they're going to revisit it. And they let you know, we couldn't get anything this time, but we will revisit it in the future. And if they're able to, you'll get results like Jerome and like I do, and like thousands of other people do every month because they're in the system.
Yeah, it's truly incredible. And you see the list here. And frankly, there's always something else I find out that they also negotiate. So I'm learning almost every day about more value in this membership. Someone was about to say something. Go ahead.
I can't help but comment. I wish my son was on this line right now. He just bought a brand new BMW. Because of his credit score, he got a 126-point increase and bought an incredible BMW, one of these M series, whatever. And, you know, he's putting tunes on it. Young man having fun. He's 27 years old. But when he purchased the car about a month and a half ago, his insurance through the dealer was through the roof. He put his information, because they lower insurance too, y'all, auto insurance. Now, he's 27, you know, has a couple of dings on his license. He likes to drive fast like his dad. So, but at the same time, his insurance got reduced on his monthly insurance, $150 a month.
Wow.
Because they found a different carrier to lower his monthly insurance. So I just wanted to add that in there as we're talking, even auto insurance and homeowners insurance.
Awesome.
Ask them if it's worth it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this program is incredible. We didn't even talk about health share. So health sharing is also part of lowering your bills. So in addition to what we just saw, health sharing is different from health insurance. It's a very simple idea. It's been around for a while, but now we're mainstreaming it through this program. Health sharing is when a nonprofit says, why don't we get a group of people together and we just share and split our healthcare bills? No one's trying to make money off of it like an insurance company. We just share healthcare bills and we share how to stay healthy with each other so that we're not even having to go if we don't have to, which we don't like to. That's health sharing. And we have exclusive access to be able to share this with people about health sharing. Typically, people save a significant amount of money. And Coach T, you've taken advantage of this, correct?
1,000%, because we usually carry. My wife still works her corporate job from home, of course. But at the same time, only reason why she's working her job was because we can have healthcare insurance or insurance through her job. And we were paying to the tune, just when you add a spouse, you know, it goes from like $300 a month, just her on there, but you add a spouse and now it's $1,200 a month. But we're paying about $1,200 a month faithfully for the last maybe 10 years or more, just to carry healthcare insurance from her job. We put her same information in, and this is with a $5,000 deductible because we catch healings over here. We don't catch sicknesses over in my household because I know the truth. So we stay pretty healthy. So we have a very high, you know, deductible. Long story short, we put the same information in the system. We lowered our healthcare coverage because you can run this along with it existing also as a supplemental. But we went from $1,200 a month from her job down to $623 a month. That's $600 a month back into my household, just with this one thing you're talking about that just got added. And it's a company called Impact that only works with MWR and another company that has exclusive distribution to this. This is a major game changer because this is true affordable health share.
Amazing.
I'll take extra $600 a month residually that you were paying anyway. That's residual cash flow because it was going out anyway for years. So that's back in my household. That's $1 million earner in the program. I'm not even adding that to the comp plan. We're just talking about the membership. I think more people need to know really how powerful this system is. And I love this platform right here.
This really gives people the value, so they don't look at this as an expense. I'm telling folks, you have expenses if you don't have this membership, because everything else is an expense.
Coach T,
Yes, my brother.
didn't CEO Brian House have his insurance reduced as well?
Oh, absolutely. He went from, I think it was like $1,400 a month because it was him, his wife, and I believe one of his sons on the program or on their insurance. And he was paying out of pocket for years. They went down to like $700, $720 a month. That's $700+ this rounded back into your economy that was going somewhere else. This is why this is Make Wealth Real. Because you're getting your own money back. You're already wealthy. We've been tricked. The reason why we're not is because we're giving our wealth to someone else if we don't have these systems in place. And this message is going viral around the country. And I hope everybody on this line is going to show up at this Get Loud conference in Atlanta. This is something you do not want to miss. I have special and privy information, and I'm held to silence. And I wish I can tell. I spoke to a couple of folks on here already, and they almost got it out of me. But I'm going to let y'all know. We're launching something that nobody in the world has. I know you heard this before. The sky is falling. The wolf is here. Little Red. Look, I'm letting y'all know something. I've been in the industry since 1989. As far as with different companies doing different lotions, potions, technology, insurance, you name it, I've done it. Even cosmetics, okay? I was the #1 Avon seller for my wife at my job. I just put the brochure out there and they used to just buy from me. All right, simple thing. But anyway, whatever it took to generate cash flow, I'm gonna let you know something. Everybody's last name is gonna be Zuckerberg after the 1st of May, or 1st of June. You should know what I'm talking about if you understand that you don't have to be a network marketer, a recruiter, an expert, a trainer, lucky, good looking, short, tall, dark, light. It don't even make a difference if you have a system that is superior to your ability to go out and make active income. That's what's being launched June 1st. I highly encourage you to be in the room in Atlanta. It's worth the invest. Write it off. You get your Hurdle app, you write it off, make Biden pay for it. Okay? Bless the economy. Be a business owner. Get the tax breaks. So I just want to add this in there as we're having this conversation, because you're about to see something that's going to change the entire industry June 1st. And I'm giving fair warning to everybody on here. Don't be a secret agent with what's about to happen. Because if you are, someone else is going to tap your economy. And you're going to hear, you heard it first from Coach T. Back to you, Jerome.
Coach T, excuse me, Coach T, can you spell that? Can you spell that product again for us? We can get the spelling right.
Common sense. That product's called Common Sense. No brainer. I tell people there's going to be 3 options people are going to have after they see MWR or this program after June 1st. I know who that was. It sounded like my brother Lonnie. I know his voice now, right?
That was me.
Okay, all right, cool, all right. There's going to be 3 options people have. And this is my new tagline. It's going to be red pill, blue pill, or Advil. They already on Advil. Red pill, blue pill, or Advil. That's what's going to happen. That means you're a QMD, you're a member, because it's going to be a no-brainer to be a member, or you're just going to stay on Advil. And thinking that's absorbing the pain when it's not. That's tricking you too. That's the people that's not ready to take responsibility. So we're going to get their money too. It don't matter after June 1st. So I just want to put that tagline in there. I'll do y'all a disservice if I, as a leader, then tell y'all the most important thing you need to get to is Atlanta, the ATL. I love to meet everybody face to face. So you know that we are real and that we're here to win, because we have something that nobody, and you will be international with this new service. Oh, oops, did I say service? Yes, because we don't do products here. Okay, we just do service. So I can say that. But back to you, my brothers.
Well,
Maybe follow up with that. The last pillar here in the 72-hour challenge. And again, they snowball on each other. Build up is Restore My Credit. So I'm gonna click on Member Access, Restore My Credit, and the consultation video, what to expect. The Credit Rebuilding Center, Smart Credit. It's comprehensive. So notice it says to unlock these steps, you got to click on Enroll Now. It really is walking you through the process because it is involved, but the experts have broken down the process for you with comprehensive support every step of the way with these credit restoration experts. And yeah, and I see this is one of them where it seems like I learn another thing about this component alone almost every single time. So I want to let our experts, resident experts, kind of speak on this one. I learn every single time something new about this component on the Restore My Credit.
Well, for one, you have Smart Credit. Smart Credit, you have two ways that you can pay monthly on it because we don't have any hidden fees. Smart Credit, when you have access to all credit bureaus every day, and that'll be for $19.95. Plus, it has $1 million identity theft. So not only does it keep you abreast on your credit, they also have portals within the app that helps you enhance your credit as well. So while you're paying off your loans and your credit card, it tells you which one to pay off and how much your credit score go up when you make that payment. So, and if you don't want to have access to it monthly, then you just obtain the $14.95 one, and you can once a month you'll be able to view your credit score. But again, the $19.95 is just you real time, and you're able to write it off. And then with the credit rebuilding, once you click on that, you're going to be introduced to Cambridge Credit Counseling. Cambridge Credit Counseling is in Massachusetts, and this is a nonprofit organization where not only do they help you lower your interest rates on certain credit cards that they work with, they also will help you in either eliminating your student loan or lowering the amount that you will pay. So both programs are here for you, and you set up a free consultation with Cambridge Credit Counseling, and you provide your information, and they will help you. One of my partners was able to eliminate $30,000 worth of student loan debt just by utilizing Cambridge Credit Counseling. So this is something that, again, this is a good Pandora's box. And as you see, just by us sitting here, the more we speak, the more things are opened up. And that's why I commend Jerome for this platform, because we don't get this anywhere else. Not taking anything away from the organizations that we are affiliated with. It's just that this is something that he brought, and it's very beneficial. And again, it's taking nothing away. It's just adding to the value of the $149.97.
I like to add to that right there. It just opens up more, like you say. Folks, this is just incredible. This is why. 3 days ago, my wife just got an email from Cambridge Credit. They communicate because they tell you how to pay things off, kind of like how, from the school I'm from, you just pay it off, you think your credit scores. There's called also positive debt, and there's ratios that they know. We just got sent an email 3 days ago. And this one bill that I thought we should have paid off 2 years ago, They said, if you pay this off right now, and it's like $1,100, if you pay it off right now, you'll have a 110-point increase in your credit score.
Wow.
They guide you. It's just, it's
Right.
amazing. Something I forgot about. We just been doing monthly payments on this account, been doing it for years anyway. Didn't even think about it. We get an email out the blue. $1,100 will give you a 100+ point credit increase. Guess what I did?
There
I
you
cut a
go.
check and my credit went up. It's a coaching system. It works for people that's coachable though. Let me say that. It works if you're willing to be coached. Like Steve Jobs said, it's a quote from the 80s. We don't hire smart people for us to tell them what to do. We hire smart people for them to tell us what to do. If you have a wealth mindset, let smart people work for you. That's the only way to ever achieve wealth. Period. They're not the smartest people in the world, and they're smart enough to know they're not. That's why we hire smart people. We've been taught opposite through the conditioning that you have to know everything. You have to be the sharpest person in the room. I'm far from the smartest guy in the room. I'm far from the most technical person in the room. When I get a lot of my I'm not tech savvy. I don't even have a Facebook account, a real one at least. Something my son set up about 10 years ago that I don't even use. We let smart people work for us. And if you submit to that, being coachable, you'll be wealthy. That's the only way you ever be wealthy. You gotta have people. You gotta have a team that you can trust. And that's what this program provides for us.
That's an awesome testimony, Coach. For real.
I'm just talking real. I mean, y'all open up other
$1,100.
conversations. If nobody else has conversation, I'm like, what? Use the membership. Y'all will be running your mouth like me. Because this stuff real. Outside of, paying $300 to $700 a day in this program, y'all. Like, it's real. Like, you get a real ring. And like, you get dinged at 3 o'clock every 5 o'clock every day. I'm being real with y'all. And what's going to happen after the first is better than the comp plan. Y'all didn't hear me say that.
Awesome. Huh.
Well,
Anybody
But
got any questions?
as you can
Anybody.
see, when I shared as far as with smart credit, they let you know what bills to pay and your credit score go up. Well, Coach T just shared the testimony. So it's real. So we're not just here just to be talking.
Lexington Law never did it for me, and I had them for 10 years paying $200 a month. One account for me, one for my wife. I never got nothing like that from Lexington Law. I'm going to tell it.
Right. Right. Right.
I have a question. This is David again.
Okay.
Does this program work for retirees and veterans?
Yes. And yes. You're talking to one now.
Go on, Foot. Honest, my hero right there. That's my little brother hero. Soldier.
So what did it do for you?
As I shared in the testimony, it put back $1,003.71 a month, 71 cents a month, and back into my household. Raised my credit score 50 points from a 774 to 824. Now I'm in position, and I became my own bank with the DCA account, and I'm looking to invest in, well, I already invested in precious metal, yet I'm looking to invest more, and prayerfully in the near future, I'll be purchasing me a parcel in Antelope Valley. And I'm looking to open up a trust account because one of my partners has visited with Roger Grant as far as a foundational trust. So I'm just getting the information from her that's going to help me communicate better with Mr. Grant when it's time for me to talk to him. So, yes. And like I said, my only debt that I have is my home, which I'll be paying off 13 years sooner, saving over $24,000 plus in interest. And as income comes in, I'm able to add more if I choose to the margin, which I added an extra 200. So now what that does, it has me now looking at, instead of 13, is looking at 12 to 9, between 9 and 12. So yeah, that's what it's doing for me. And the more that I become aware of things that can incentivize me, of course, I just make a consultation and get informed. And also I've built other relationships that's part of the company, of the community, that has helped me as well. So as you know, multiple streams of income is always a good thing. So that's what this platform and this program has done for me.
Okay. Sounds
Also,
good.
we're doing a veterans honor to our soldiers, all branches, military, law enforcement, etc. We're doing a veterans overview on Saturday, this coming Saturday at 3 p.m. I'll send the link out to everyone. Also, it's in our GroupMe chat to make sure you invite veterans. They need this information. They need it. There are a lot of more fixed incomes.
And when is
so
this?
a lot of them. This is going to be this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be sure to send it out. It was incredible. They launched it last week, and it looks like they're going to have this reoccurring every Saturday because of the overwhelming response from that presentation that was done last week.
Okay. I'll
So,
put the
yeah,
word out to my veterans.
It's a good place, David, because that's what a lot of people, they always say, I'm good. When I was in the Gulf War, that's that illusion. When I was in the Gulf War,
that's that Advil. That's that Advil working on.
Yeah. When I was in the Gulf War, I didn't get paid. Eventually I did. And when I was employed at the post office in 2008, I didn't get paid. So that's when the market crashed and real estate and everything. So at that point, it was just saying that the Leviathan isn't dependent. So you have to replace your income to this broken economy by any means necessary. You can't just wait. Like a partner always said, mentor says, prepare for war in time of peace.
Yes, sir. Always.
Well, I just want to tell you, gentlemen, I am in awe of your testimonies. And I'm just so glad that as I'm working through the 4 steps, that I'm no longer on the outside looking in. I'm on the inside so I can start reaping some of these great benefits. So I'm excited. I'm pumped up. This is good stuff. And I also like to say, Coach T, I've heard about the Atlanta thing. Is that on the 1st? And where is it at? And is that just a one-day deal, or is it a multi-day deal, or what's the specifics? Where is it going to be at?
Awesome. I love people hungry for knowledge and know how to show up, man. I tell you, you can be a wealthy person if you learn to. Showing up is 90% of all wealth. And look, following through is the other 10%. Okay, it works every time. It doesn't discriminate. It's equal. That's the beautiful thing. Now it's going to be kicking off on May 31st. There's going to be a session with all of our some of our new advisory partners. I mean, as far as the trust, Roger Grant will be there, David Wren will be there with precious metals, and they're going to have breakouts starting on Friday afternoon at 1 p.m. Okay, and then there's going to take a short break, and then Brian House is going to introduce some of our new partners that in leadership partners with MWR. All right, at 6 to 9, it's going to be like a open, opening of what's going on, layout of the weekend. So that's what's going to happen on Friday afternoon. And then on Saturday, we're going to have general session, training, recognition, things like that. And then also the announcement, the big announcement, the huge global announcement of the new venture. So that's really the layout. You can purchase your tickets or your investment on your MWR back office, or you can even call corporate and they'll actually order the ticket. It's on MWRevents.com. I highly encourage everybody to be there, whether you can be there 1 day or 2 days, just show up. It's life-changing what you'll experience. We're making history. You'll be a part of history. Hands down. You'll say, I was there. I took advantage. Okay? Because there's going to be some incentives for people that show up. I already know how Brian House works. Y'all just don't know that yet. He's going to reward people that show up. We have people showing up from California, Alaska, the islands, the U.S. Virgin Islands. We have people showing up from other parts of the world. So it's really whoever shows up wins. It's called first mover's advantage. That's the only reason why people are wealthy. They don't pass over the opportunities repeatedly. I'm giving y'all the real opportunity right now. It's not even about money once you really figure that part out. It's about positioning and taking action. I'll do everybody on this line a disservice if we just talked about the compensation. I think this part right here is what most people miss, because there's no way whether I brought a person on or not, I would still have this membership working for me. And if I wasn't using it, because I'm choosing financial pain. It's the implementation of knowledge is power, not just knowledge. Knowledge, knowing it by itself, is painful, y'all. It creates other issues. You got to take action. And I already know if you take action, I know who does the increase. And I'm not trying to turn this into a church a Sunday morning, because y'all already know. It's about your action. It's about your energy. And it's about you getting in position so you can actually help the people that need you to win. I can get into some reasons why that I didn't even see why I'm really a part of this program. But sometimes you're in this not just for you. You might be in this for a family member that might lose a father, that might lose a loved one, and their income gets impacted. And now you have to take care of a whole household. Thank God I didn't say no to this opportunity. And that extra 10 to 13 grand a month can go to help my sister-in-law who just lost her husband unexpectedly. A lot of times, y'all, you don't know what's really going on, what's coming. It's very important. And I'm not turning this into a sob story, because we know the truth about transitioning. And I don't fear that. But I'm just letting you know, a lot of times you're here, not for you, but for someone else. And I guarantee you, that's why you're here. Back to you, Brother Jerome. I know we went a little longer tonight. I'm glad we had a great turnout. Hey, y'all, let's pump this platform up. This is something unique. Most other presentations, there's a lot of hype, and we're going to make them $15,000 a day. I'm going to be honest with you. Most people can't even handle making $15,000 a day if they're losing money. They're going to lose it. So let's put the horse, which is this membership, in front of the cart. And if we do it that way, the horse can pull the cart. This is more important to me than the comp plan. We can make money many different ways. But the comp plan without this, it's all for nothing, especially with this economy is going, with a global economy. I'm very much in the world business with the BRICS. If you're seeing it, the dollar is gone, y'all. I appreciate people in crypto and all these other platforms, but doing crypto and other platforms investment without the education, they say a fool and his money soon depart. I see a lot of people that was doing well a couple of years ago, doing other stuff, trying to pull me into all types of stuff. And I'm like, This is more important than the money. What's more important, education about money or the money? Everybody has the same answer. Oh, the education. So why are you running after money when it's supposed to run after you? Stop fighting this power, the universal power. Get your education, get your professionals, and then the money will run after you. And that's truly what this program is. So back to your fellas. Anybody have any questions? We don't want you to be strangers. Not on here for us to just talk to you. I see those platforms and I listen to that type of stuff. To me, I'll be honest with you, just Coach C, I can't stand that stuff. I done seen enough Zooms and all this type of stuff my whole life. Right now it's time to get some questions answered. Because if we already knew, we'd already be there. A lot of us are well over the age of 21, okay? So, and if we're not wealthy right now, that means we just didn't have a team. I repented. We're good. I submitted to a system. I need help. Let's not let our pride get in the way, because there's too many people depending on you that aren't even born yet that need you to win. Yes, I'm going there. It's bigger than MWR to me. This is nothing but a tool. With that being said, back to your gentlemen, I can't help but wear my heart on my sleeve. Y'all know how I roll, so it is what it is. So back to your fellas, I salute you for this incredible platform. Thank you.
iPhone 352, we thank you for being here. Do you have any questions or comments?
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Awesome. Everything was fantastic. Very encouraging, very enlightening, very powerful. Good stuff.
Appreciate you, Keith.
Thank you. Thank you.
We just waiting on Coach T to, let it all out. I know he's waiting to just unload. So we ain't gonna tell nobody. We ain't gonna tell nobody, Coach T.
That's why I love y'all. That's why I love y'all.
In Vegas, man. Go ahead and tell it.
I'm gonna say it this way. I'm gonna say it just like this. And I use this analogy. Jerome and I did an incredible three-way with a very, very powerful influencer. She runs a podcast that we're gonna be speaking on early June. Correct, Jerome? She's incredible, incredible individual. All right. And I use the analogy. In back of my house, there's a stream, and there's trees along the stream. And from the eye, it looks like each tree is standing on its own. But and this is how we've been programmed, and why people have challenges. It's not about the color of your skin, your nationality, all that foolishness that they get us to believe is the reason why you're struggling. It has nothing to do with that. All right. But it's not the tree that's where the power is. It's below the tree. It's under the ground. The root system is tied together beneath the ground. We have been programmed to actually not lean on each other. This is why we're struggling. And God in the universe has a funny way, or Elohim in the universe has a very, very powerful way of showing us the system on how we make it through nature. So I like to use analogies like that because we've been conditioned to do it on our own. I know I was. I'll speak for myself. It's up to me, and I don't need no help, and I've been hurt before, and we've all been through that. But the key to what our success right here is what's happening, or what we're going to connect below the ground. Tie in. The membership is the root system that ties us all together in this opportunity. That's more important than our individual. Matter of fact, your tree will not be able to stand eventually if it disconnects from the root system. The root system is the key. The root system is the membership and the financial side of this. That's what ties everything together. So I just wanted to use that analogy just to give you a visual. I speak in pictures. That's just the way I'm wired. I have to see it if I can hit it. I'm wired that way. So look at this more than just $149 a month. We have to write that off anyway. Do you know that all the tax benefits? I never pay $149 a month anyway. It's a tax write-off to me. Well, who's paying for it? I make the federal government pay for it because I'm compliant. So we don't need to hear that type of thing. If it's $149 a month you're paying, it's because you're not being coachable to the system. You're letting your root system disconnect from the source. We all need each other. I just got in a little bit before probably everybody on this line, because I don't know everybody on here. Could be another leader on here. I don't know. They got it before me. I came to the party late. You know, Gerald Parker, I think, had 5 years in before I even got in this thing. But I'm just letting you know, it's not who's been in the longest. It's who can connect the quickest to the system, be obedient to the system. That's who wins. Because you can pass people in this that's been here longer, like I have, like we have, because I can't do it by myself. But we came with a culture already of knowing how to work together. Marvin and some of the other leaders that's on here, Tremaine, I see him on there, you know, that we've worked together in systems. It's the team that's the key. Stay engaged, do your part. They say there's no I in team, but that's one that, once again, that's one of the biggest misconceptions. There has to be an I in team, because everybody has to be a good I in order for there to be a team. Do your part. I'm gonna do my part. I work for you, right, Keith? I work for you, Lonnie, right? I work for you, Tremaine, Marvin, Tony, Pizzle, Vince. I work for you. Use me. Use Brian Bean. We work for you. I know we've been used to it to being the other way. But this is a movement, y'all. This is not network marketing. This is a movement. All we just need is everybody to be a good eye. Do your part. And we're going to win. Because we already won. Why are we trying to do something that's already done? We're living in past tense. This has already been done. Sometimes we can get so far beside ourselves. We think we're that smart. We're living in what's been done. So with that, as two-star regional leader, looking at stuff going on, y'all leverage me, man. I'm letting y'all know. I'm never too busy, because I'm never busy. I'm never bound under Satan's yoke. I don't even use that word. I'm productive. So allow me to serve you, to do your part. Once again, Coach T signing off. Love you all. Nothing you can do about it. And I'll see you at the Get Loud. And let's get loud, y'all. Let's get about it. Let's get rowdy. Back to you, Jerome.
With that, have a good night, everyone.
Right. Good night.
All right. Good night, all.
Good night.